Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be testing out an Amazon greenhouse. If you search for a greenhouse on Amazon, there are going to be hundreds and hundreds of options, and it's going to be really hard to tell what's actually good quality and what's worth buying. I actually was able to find one just under $50 that works really well and seems to be pretty decent quality as well. So this is the one that I found. I'll leave the link down in the description if you're interested in this. So I'm going to test this out and show you guys what I thought. Alright, so here's why I need a greenhouse. I've got a couple fruit trees, several lemon trees here, an apple tree, and just a few other random plants that I want to keep alive over the winter or at least some of the colder months. Now the lemon trees do not do well with cold, so if it drops below 50 or 40 degrees, I'll probably bring this in if it's lower than that in the evenings. While the sun's out, it can be pretty cold outside, but still be warm enough in a greenhouse for these lemon trees. The apple tree and other plants, they probably could survive through the winter, but they're going to do a lot better if I can extend the growing season. So this brand of greenhouse actually makes several different sizes. This one fits perfectly on our porch where we want it to go. It fits right in this little corner where the wind is kind of shielded so it doesn't rip this greenhouse off of the porch and take it away. But it's still big enough to fit all the plants that we want to get in here. Now, first impressions with this product, I didn't realize that the pipes would actually be metal instead of PVC. That's really nice, makes it a little bit stronger. The rack is metal for the shelving, as well as a really nice thick tarp to go with this. The fittings are plastic, however, PVC or some similar type of plastic. And the directions that came with this aren't very clear. There are no written instructions how to do it. It's pretty well self-explanatory. If you're good at following just an image or a diagram, this works really well for that. If you just look at it and follow it, a lot of the parts are numbered or lettered for the different areas that they're going to be applied to. Now they also provided stakes to stake this to the ground, as well as some ropes that you can tie it to those stakes that keeps it from blowing away. Gives a little bit more strength. If this is out in the yard, I would end up using that. I may end up tying it off to the railing or to the deck, just if the wind gets too strong, that will hold it in place. But being tucked away in the corner, it should be shielded from that wind and do a lot better. Now, one thing about the construction that I believe would be the weak point over time, plastic can become brittle, and those PVC or plastic joints are probably the weakest point in the construction. Now you don't want to hang on this or really overload those shelves. They're not meant for a ton of weight. The plastic over time will break if you put a lot of pressure on it. So that is one aspect that I'm a little concerned about, so I'll just keep my eye on it. And if you guys are interested in this greenhouse and wonder how it's holding up in the future, just let me know down in the comment section. I'll let you know how the product is still doing at the point that you watch this video. Now, the time that it took assembling was about 20 minutes for my daughter and I to put everything together and get it finished off and start loading the plants in. So not super complicated, but not the easiest thing to put together as well. Now, one really nice thing about this construction is it's really easy, just as easy to take apart as it is to put together. So when the warm season comes along and I no longer need a greenhouse, I can easily take this down, disassemble it, and save it for the next cold season. So it really is nice that way. It's light, easy to store. And I think where this would really be strong is with small plants. I fit a few larger bushes and fruit trees in here, and that's not ideal for this greenhouse. It works, but I think this would be really nice when I start planting my seeds for my garden next year. I'm definitely going to be using this greenhouse. You can put the seed trays on these shelves and really grow a ton of plants in this small greenhouse if you lay it out just right. I was also really impressed with the tarp that goes over top of this. It's a lot thicker than I expected and seems very durable. It has two large zippers on either side of the door to keep that sealed, so when you're not using the doorway, you can close the flap down and zip it up. Now it also comes with two windows, one on either side of the greenhouse that has a screen, so you can open that up and not worry about pests or bugs getting in through the screen and getting to your plants, and it allows a lot of ventilation through there when needed. Now the plastic is also supposed to be very breathable, as well as allow the sun and even maximize the sun rays coming into the greenhouse. And because of the greenhouse effect, it will warm up that area and really lengthen the growing season that you have. Now for the price of $50, I don't think you can beat that. It's a really good quality construction. I think I would recommend this for anyone if they needed a small greenhouse for their plants. So I'll finish up assembling this real quick and show you guys what this looks like all finished up and really what scale it is compared to myself, as well as the plants that I'm putting in here. Now all I need to do is slide the tarp over the frame, then I'm finished. This is a little easier said than done. I find it actually helpful to unzip the door. That gives you a little bit more room to slide that over the top. Now on the inside of this tarp, there are several straps that tie to the frame and hold that tarp to the frame. I find that really helpful so it's not moving around. It stays a lot more stable that way. You can see the two windows on either side. I was able to fit all the plants that I wanted inside here. They are a little bit larger, so I actually took off the bottom shelf, which allows for bigger plants down at the bottom, and I can leave the top shelves in for a lot of the smaller plants. So I hope you guys found this helpful. It is perfect for what we need. So I'm actually looking forward to using this in the future. So hit that like button down below if this was helpful. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to let me know down in the comment section if you have any questions of how this greenhouse is holding up over time.